Yeah, yeah. I don't want to do that right now. Okay, I don't really do lives, but I'm doing a live today. I told you I'm changing everything. I did for to change the game. Uh, I'm not even waiting on anybody to come in the room because I'm used to talking without anybody being there anyway. It'll just be the same. If they come in, good. If they don't, I'm still gonna keep talking. So anyway, today is a nice little stormy day. I know y'all hear that. I don't know if anybody from the SIP town, but it's nice and stormy out right now. Uh, and today's topic for me would have to be, what are you waiting for? I don't understand. This been bothering me all day long. And I'm like, man, when I get through these reviews, I promise you, I gotta sit down and talk to people. I kind of got right into it because it's kind of irritating to me. So anyway, my issue, if you see on a daily basis what's going on in the world and what's being said and what they're telling you on a regular that they're gonna do. They telling you on a regular what they're gonna do. And you do absolutely nothing about it because the sun is shining and everything looks wonderful. That's insane to me. That's my definition of being insane. That I don't understand why you would even do that. Like now, for instance, it's storming right now. This is when people start to think when it starts storming. Okay, well, do I have my flashlight back up? Do we have a generator? Do we have this or that? That's when people start thinking. Then, you know, when they should do that all the time when the sun is shining. I mean, why wait to the last minute and go in the store and have a fight over a pack of batteries? It don't make no sense to me. You understand? So I got a lot of issues with a couple things, with some things, and I just want to iterate it. I've been seeing a lot of stuff on the news. It's just outlandish. I watched a whole little ordeal about the people being integrated over into Texas, being dropped into Texas from all different nationalities. Then they back loading up their belongings and bringing them in separate, and they camping out on people's lawns and cutting trees and doing all kind of foolishness. And I'm like, what is that for? Why are they doing that? Does anybody know? All this stuff that's been done. More than likely, is a reason behind it, and it's a plan for why all this is being done. It don't make sense. It makes sense to them because they're doing it. That's why you got to have a watchful eye and start figuring these things out for yourself. What's going on? Because ain't nobody gonna hold your hand and show you the way. Man, you gotta do some research, do your due diligence, and figure this stuff out. Ain't nobody gonna baby you. You gotta get out there and start looking and finding out what's going on and start doing something about it. Do you actually think that these people are not prepared? That's what is mind blowing to me. These people are very, very well prepared. Now they are the ones that's doing all this foolishness, but they already prepared. It's just like you got a dog in the house and you know you finna leave and you ain't take the dog to somebody else so the dog can have somewhere to be at or to take care of the dog. You just gonna dip. I seen people get out and use the bathroom and leave their dog on the side of the road. That's what I feel like right now. I feel like the dog on the side of the road because they're doing the most. You feel me? And they doing all this stuff. I mean, how could okay? How you gonna stir up the pot or set the kitchen on, burn the kitchen and then leave everybody else here? You gonna leave the innocent there to suffer for what you did. I'm gonna stir this mess up over here. I'm gonna stir up some mess up over there, and then I'm gonna leave, and then y'all gotta deal with this. I mean, somebody could be invading us. We don't know what's going on because they got this in high and top secret. All we know is the stuff that they show us, like we're eating the magic meat. And for all the people that think that they ain't eating magic meat, you are eating magic meat. Don't make me start calling names out of places. I really don't want to do that. But you eating it. It's already implemented. Like they took all this. They trying to buy up all the land. They trying to buy up all the seeds. They want to control the food. They want to control the food, and we don't see that. Man, right now everybody need to have a garden in their backyard. They need to have a garden out there, growing every and anything you can grow. Try to get acquainted with your local butchers. For me, I try to get acquainted with the local butchers. Somebody that's growing their own, raising their own cattle or whatever they're growing, and then they slaughtering and they doing it themselves. Because I know what has been it versus the magical meat that's coming down from the little guy. You know what I mean? We are in a world of trouble, people, and you just don't see it. We're in a world of trouble. We are in a world of trouble. And what perfect day to talk about it is in this stormy day because I just asked people, man. I asked family members, no, are you ready? Ready for what? Yeah, we're ready to party. Let me tell you what they're doing. Listen, I'm gonna show you how smart they are, and I'm gonna show you these people that sit down and plan this. They don't have jobs. These folks millionaires, they're rich. They don't need to work. They just sit at the round table. No, let me see. What are we gonna do? Let's bring out the new PlayStation 5. Let's bring out the PlayStation 1. Let's bring out the Xbox. All that stuff is in this. Okay. Hey CJ, how you doing? Good evening, good evening. Yeah, all that stuff is welcome. All that stuff is I'm glad to have you here, CJ. All that stuff is an distraction. They keep you blinded. Well, you ever played a video game and when you playing that video game, you lose track of time and it just be 6, 7 hours and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe it's been 6 or 7 hours. You get lost in what you're doing. You get lost in TikTok because it got all these. TikTok now has all these short videos. They so short until the next thing you know, you still looking. You're looking at what's that? Yeah, right. Distraction. So next thing you know, man, your whole day gone because you've been playing video games and all that stuff like that. This whole thing is set up. All that goes together. This stuff ain't separate. This all of the big plan. It's all the distraction to keep you blinded while they do what they want to do. They do what they want to do. They play in the kitchen, make a mess, and leave it on the table for you to clean up, or you got to deal with it. And I'm gonna go hide way back here where y'all can't even get to me, and we're gonna be fine. And we're gonna take the protection that's there for you with us to protect us and leave y'all out in the cold. For those that may have not seen or known, have anybody seen where they got now where they want you to register your garden? Really? And it's actually people that's doing that. They're actually registering their garden. Why? Why are you doing that? That's another setup. To me, I feel like, well, okay, if they register the garden, so let's tax them on that. You know, they like to have part of everything, and they just take. We got to ask for everything and don't get anything, but they just take. Right, Diana? I'm with you. No way. I can't do it. It just don't make sense to me. And my thing is, oh, this is another thing I definitely want to talk about. They have said it where now that we are all separated and divided. Right. It's Diana, I'm with you. I'm not registered. Nothing. Whatever I grow, I'm growing it for me and my family. That's it. It's no. There's no way possible. But like I say, you know what I mean? They got this whole thing designed. And we're just falling in the trap. We the people, we the one with the power. They're a handful of people. They're a handful of people running the whole entire world. And we just like sheep. We just falling on in the hole and breaking your leg and just doing whatever, going along with whatever plan that they have set for you. And I think that whole thing is insane. And we just, back to what I was saying, that separation. They're keeping us separate. If you would pay attention to what's going on, I'm talking about all the way down to gender, they keep you separate. Somebody say something about it's easy. It's easy to cause a mess. You come in, that one person, and they say something about they decide they want to talk about this gender. Now they finna have a whole big blow up about this whole little thing about this gender. Now, if I wanted to attack your town, they keep falling for it, right, Donna? You with me? I'm with you. Now, if I want to attack your town, now just stick with me for a second. Just say we have these two group of people. Okay, just be with me. We got this two group of people. Now, what I'm gonna do? Let's start something in between these two groups. Get them to fighting. And what's gonna happen is I'm gonna walk right in. I'm gonna do whatever I want to do, and then I'm gonna leave. And you'll never know I was there. You never know I'm there because you're gonna be too busy fighting each other. And that's how they design it. Keep you distracted, keep you against each other, keep you separate. Because as long as you stay separate, they can win. The minute you decide that you wanted to join together as a team, believe me, they're going to see it. They're going to see it, and they're going to try to figure out a way to say, okay, we got to stop this right here. This is just too much. Too much. They getting ready to get joined together here. But we ain't going to make it if we don't. Because if you're in a community and the poop hit the boot, then y'all gonna have to work together. You can't be mad at Susie about whatever she did last week to your head. Y'all gonna have to get together and just chalk it up. You're gonna have to chalk that up and say, hey, we're gonna need somebody that what you do? What's your specialty? What you do? You do radio? Cool. You wail? All right, cool. We need that too. You're gonna need somebody to do a little bit of everything and just make a whole community out of it. You got to. Or you ain't gonna make it. And that's just the honest truth. You won't make it. So, I had an issue with this whole. I promise you, I had a channel years before I even started making videos. I didn't make a video, period. But I had a channel and I was researching and looking at whatever. And I always said, I don't really want to do the live streaming. I kept saying to myself, like, nah, I don't want to do live because sometimes you get some of the people are saying things and you gotta go through and delete and all that right there. But like I said, I'm doing something new this year. I'm gonna go ahead and do the lives. If that's what it takes to reach folks, that's fine with me. If I reach two people, I'm cool with that. That's two that wasn't reached before. I'll do that. I'm good with that. I ain't got no problem with it. You know, I'm just okay. Okay, it's a set place for certain people everywhere. But for me personally, I really don't want to be paying someone rent all my life. I just can't see it. Why would you? I mean, if that's what you got to do, you got to do it. But if your mindset is like mine, you're like, hey, I'm gonna figure out a way to get away from this. So I don't want to pay somebody. I sat down one time and I calculated over the year how much I was paying this guy for rent, and I literally got sick to the stomach. I was like, no, putting out all this money and I will never own anything. And then what was more so funny, the guy had made it clear because something had broken the house. And I'm like, hey, I'm like, man, I'm gonna fix this. I don't like waiting around on folks to do nothing for me. I'm like, if it's something that needs to be fixed, I'm gonna get it fixed, or I'm gonna go find somebody to do it for me. So that's all right. I tell you what. So I got somebody to come in and fix it. Man, this man came in and act a fool with me. Don't have nobody mess with nothing on my house. Woo woo. Oh, he carried on something terrible. But I said, it's all good though. That just let me know right then. All it did was fuel my fire to hurry up and find my own stuff, my own land, so I don't have to be nobody telling me this and that. And like I say, I already found some land, already found property with a nice amount of land on it that I'm working on right now, which I got to get ready to do an update on that because I'm going to get ready to do some more work on that, working on the roof, putting in electrical and all that stuff like that. And that's my first jump for my future of what I'm trying to do. My next thing from there is to stay there for a minute, do some development, and then find some land way out in the country somewhere. Because I don't want to be up under these folks. Man, you can't even go to. You can't even come home. What are you doing shooting in the daytime? You shoot in the day. You shoot at night. I'm like, really? Why are you upset all the time? It don't make no sense. Like I say, okay, I'm gonna prove a point. I like to prove a point to you. I was talking to my dad, and my dad said they were standing in line at the DD. That's the name of the gas station, Double D. Okay, he's standing in line at the place. There's quite a few people in line. One guy in line, he's finally made it to the counter. The guy makes it to the counter, and the guy pulls a gun out at the counter. Nobody said anything to this guy. Nobody was messing with him. Nobody was bothering him. Nobody said one word to him. He just pulled out a gun at the register, and the folks at the behind the counter like, "Hey, dude, calm down." He said, "Man, put that up. What's the matter with you?" "Oh man, I'm just gonna be real. Ain't nobody finna do nothing to me." What? See, now some folks don't need no gun. I promise you, because they brain ain't together, so they don't really need nothing. If that's the case, that's what I say. Anything can happen at any time. That's why I say pray, prep, be vigilant. Be vigilant. Do you know what vigilant is? Vigilant. Watch. Because nothing can turn into a situation in 5 seconds. You can be free right now for the last 30 years, and in less than 5 minutes, you can be unfree for the rest of your life. It don't take but a hot second. Is it? A hot second is all it takes. So you have to be vigilant. You have to be prepared for what's going on. So what I want to talk about, I got something else I want to talk about, and it's important. I mean, more tuned to the people. Does anybody have Buckeye bags? Anybody? Do they even know what that is? Some people do, some people don't. Anybody have Buckeye bag? Okay. Well, anyway, if you don't, that's a very good thing that I would say you need to start getting that together and getting you a Buckeye bag. And the reason for that is, and I found myself putting my bags in the house. And it's not a problem with that, but I'm like, you know what? I'm always getting in the car and going somewhere. I'm like, just leave it in the car. Because if something happened, it's already there. If it's something I need, it's already there. I don't have to go through the whole process of, well, I got to go home and get it. Well, you're in trouble, Mississippi Survivor, because the problem you have is right now. When you go home and go get it, it need to be where you are. I mean, you gotta have a lot of all the essential things that. And I found that I thought at first I thought it was just a certain way that you supposed to have a bug out bag, but then later I thought about it and I'm like, no, the bug out bag depends on the person. It depends on the person and what their needs are or what their family needs are. And that's how that goes. You know what I mean? Because one person, you might need to put some pads in there. I'm just saying. One person might need some pads. Somebody else might need some socks. I mean, I'm just saying. Might need some pain medicine. And everybody should have some pain medicine in there because you don't never know what the world gonna have. Allergy medicine, pain medicine, something for injury, gauze, wraps, uh, band-aids, all that stuff you should have in there. Alcohol, something to sterilize with. Also, that alcohol, like I told you, multi-use things. So that alcohol can be easily used for. It's going to be used for sterilize and sanitize your hands. Also, it can be used for fuel. That alcohol got several different uses that you can use it for. Several, not just one. It's got plenty of uses. Another thing that I've been working on is power station. I don't personally think you can ever have too many power stations. And I'll get the question like, hey, on your power, do you have a generator? Or do you, or should I just have, so you should have everything. You get everything. You get generator, you get solar, backup battery, alcohol stoves, everything you can. I've learned the hard way because I had the series, a 5 day series or more of men in the dark for about a week almost. So I had to learn. I learned a lot what I had, and I thought was sufficient enough, was not efficient enough. And you never learn that until you in the situation. That's why it's very important to practice with your preps. Whatever you got, use it. Don't just now. If I come look in your bag and everything brand new, I'm like, really? You ain't use nothing. All this still got the Walmart price tag on it, Target, whatever. No, excuse me. You need to be using this stuff. Take this stuff out and use it, so you'll know how to use it. If something arises, you will know how to use it. If you don't, then you're in that situation that you still fumbling around for 30, 40 minutes trying to figure it out because you never took the time to try to use it and practice with it. I mean, go to your breaker box, turn your breakers off, get it dark up in there, cook on your off grid. Off grid. I just did a video with the oven, with the Instafire Amber oven. And on that Instafire Amber oven, you use canned heat. That thing is nice because you use canned heat 6 hours. I mean, if you can't bake whatever you're gonna bake in 6 hours, you don't need to be baking. You can bake that in six. It got 6 hour runtime on that. Then also you can take it outside. You can put sticks in it. You can burn those. Uh, and that that's plenty of fuel. Cause you from like I'm from Mississippi, so man, there's plenty of trees around here that I can burn up and different types of wood and mess. Also, you can use charcoal. You can take a charcoal, put your charcoal in there. You know what I'm saying? And you still heat it up, still cook, and do whatever you gotta do that way as well. Just gotta be creative. Now I seen some stuff that some people did that was too creative. They took a coffin and put racks in it and used it for a barbecue grill. Now I ain't that hungry. I don't want none of them ribbitry people ribbitry. I'm straight. I don't want none of that. So the answer to that is a no for me. But like I said, you can be very creative. I've seen some people make a grill out of a basket. It's just creativity and you just gotta go with it. You gotta go with it. That's just how it is. Ain't nobody forcing anybody to get themselves together. It's really your decision if you're gonna get yourself together and just be ready. And folks take it too lightly. My personal opinion, people take it too lightly. Why? I don't know. Well, I do know. They spoil. That's why they take it too light. America is spoiled. And they so used to everything being handed to them. And the minute it's not handed to them, not only handed to them, but they feel entitled, like they supposed to have. We gotta wake up. We gotta wake up. I got something I want to talk to you about that. Oh, this is a feather ruffer. Yeah. So I had this spat with a female friend of mine, and she was saying, "Oh, he owed me such and such amount of money for child support." I said, "Okay." So I'm gonna, yeah, and I'm gonna get that money, even if I mean, because the child was out of age, but he still owed arrears, and she just was adamant that she was gonna get this money for child support. And I had to, I had to try to explain to her. I'm like, look, you ain't gonna get no money. And if you do, it's gonna be so small you might well give it back. Like, what do you mean? I said, okay, let me explain to you. First of all, child support is not free. People think that, oh, we got him on child support, this child support is free, and he paying child support. Child support gets paid. You think child support will go find a man in Desert Storm and put him on child support? That just because they put him on child support, found this man at war in Desert Storm to put him on child support? Oh my God, really? This getting paid. They getting paid to do that. Guess who paying them? The man. They get, and then all of the real money. You don't think for 1 second you finna get it all. That all that real money, man, 80% of the money or 90% is going to the government. You say why? Why you think that? It is. That's where it's going. That means I'm trying to see how can I place this, how to place this right. Okay. 89% of this money going there. The reason being is because if you are getting assistance, if you are getting food stamps, an extra check, you know what that check is for. And then you get your child support. You're gonna be shocked. Uh, did you get your child support? I ain't get all the. What you mean? How much you get? Oh, they sent me $30. Now ask the man. Oh, how much did you send? $250. And you telling me the government don't make no money off this? Come on, dude. They make money. Oh, they won't be done. And I haven't seen them do anything for free. Ever. At no time. Everything they do, they get paid for it. Well, they gonna take the money. I seen that dude. They gonna take it. 1 to 2. Or just how they go. I just wish. I promise you. I wish people just alarming rate of people just wake up all of a sudden and just band together and start doing something about what's going on around the whole freaking. I mean, just in our town locally. It's just so much going on. And nobody cares, it seems to me. I promise I'll be feeling like I'm by myself. Family members and different folk think you're crazy. Folks laughing at you. You hear that? Yeah, it's storming pretty good out there. I'm ready though. I think I got enough likes to share with 5 or 6 people. I got a lot of likes, but I'm ready, as you can see. Even those are better operated. That's not on electric. Just running off battery. So even if they did cut off, those lights are gonna run. I can turn them to a solid color or white or whatever I want to turn them to. Run those off my power station. So just to iterate real quick on this whole live situation, I promise you I was against it. And I guess you can't never say never. I said I wasn't, but you can never just say never, because you don't know what life holds and what you gonna do, and you don't never know who gonna see you. You don't know who watching. You really don't know. It could be one person in this room. You hear me? I don't know who that one person is. You feel me? It could be one person that changed my life. I don't know. So I treat one like 100. That's how I see it. I don't even concern myself with the number. I promise you, I don't even look up there. That would mess people up. They be looking up there at these numbers and trying to see how many who. I don't even care. I'll just keep on talking and trying to give our knowledge the best of my ability. Somebody got to tell you. And the reason why I really decided I was gonna jump in and start this channel too was I didn't see anybody from Mississippi doing anything. I wasn't ready for that. This is live, people. I know you heard that. Hey, look, I'm on instinct. I'm moving around trying to see what's happening. Gee whiz. That threw me off right there. Yeah, so as you can see, I'm in a little piece of a situation here. Did it cut back on? Yeah, it cut on. The TV cut off though. I don't care. I won't watch it no way. Yeah. So again, it is storming down through here. So you see that ain't no lies. Cause that boy just got me. I thought it was a whole gorilla up in here. I promise you. Woo. But again, I started this live because I didn't see anybody in Mississippi. Like, I feel like I didn't see anybody for representing Mississippi. Even if it was, I didn't know nothing about it, or I didn't see them. I wasn't sure about that. So I decided I'd make the channel. That was one reason, and then the other reason I just wanted to try to bring some awareness to this area and beyond. And whoever else I help beyond, with, that's a plus. That's a plus as well. So I see 4 people. I'm gonna say, where you guys from? Now I see 6. What area are you guys from? Anybody from Mississippi? Oh, man, it's raining hard out there. Is anybody from the Mississippi area or southern area? Because you are definitely gonna get this storm that got popping on. I don't know. Let me see. Scroll down. Uh, nope. Just trying to see that. Is anybody from the southern area, Mississippi area or Arkansas, anywhere down in there? Can everybody hear me? I hope I got this thing on. I've been talking for a whole hour. It suck to be talking and then can't nobody hear nothing. I think they can hear me. Anyway, I'm gonna finish up what I was doing so I can close this out. I want to finish talking about the power station. Um, I think if you're gonna have some power stations, the reason why I say I want multiple power stations along with solar, because you can use them in multiple areas of the house. If you just got one huge power station, you got to use that one huge power station in that one area. If you got several, then you can kind of spread those out and use those power stations in more than one area, and kind of even out the whole playing field if you do it that way. You can even things out. This makes it a whole lot easier. I mean, to just if you do it that way instead. I mean, you can even out the whole playing field. Uh, for as the solar, I think I'll do overkill on the solar, which I still got solar still in boxes because I'm actually going to transition from. I'm not putting anything else up because I'm gonna be transitioning from here to my next to the other property. So I'm kind of just waiting on that. So and I'm probably do a full solar array. I'm gonna do this house a little bit different than I did any other house I was in. Uh, but try to make it as self sustainable as possible. Because I know I had some other house. I seen a house called a mothership. You have to look on YouTube and look that up. But I seen a house called Mothership. I think it was a Mothership or Earthship. Earthship. And it was a full self-sustainable house. I mean, everything was used. Nothing was waste. Whole rain collection system, uh, solar heat, water heating. I mean, the water ran out, used it for the toilets, and then ran through from that, used it for the gardens. It was a very self-sustainable house, and that's what I'm going to work on trying to put together a full self-sustainable house. Uh, so I got a lot of work to do over there, which I am going to get that popping off. It's going to take some time, but I'm going to get the job done. I'm going to get some help from the big guy upstairs. I'll get it done. I got some help and strength. I'll get it done. But uh, I don't. If anybody got any questions, feel free to ask. If not, I'm finna get ready to shut this thing down because I've got to finish doing my laundry today for work. So, any questions? I'm just like unlike the bidding station, going once, going twice. Anybody got any questions about anything they want to say? Any questions? Any questions? All right. Well, if nobody has any questions, remember to prep, pray, stay vigilant. Stay vigilant. Prep, pray, stay vigilant. Watch. That's a must. You gotta watch. Never know what situation you're in. Don't run toward danger. Go the other way. If you see 10 people running, just start running. Find out what happened when you get to wherever you're going. Mississippi Survivor. And I'm out of this thing. I love you guys, man. Y'all have a good night. Take care of yourself. I'm new at this. So I don't even know how to close it out. But I'm finna figure it out.